What is going on, everybody? Stubbs here from RetroHandhelds.gg, your source for the latest and greatest in retro handheld and emulation news, and also unboxings, reviews, all that good stuff. Today in studio, we have the Retroid Pocket NOVA sent for review from Retroid. This is the black 12GB model, 128GB of internal storage. This is super exciting, okay? They've taken the 4x3 concept, started out with the Retroid Pocket 2 here, and kind of iterated, and now we have a freaking OLED. Yes, this is the mortgage screen come to fruition, 4.5 inches. And so we're going to unbox. This is sealed, okay? I've not touched it, looked at it. So we're going to get first impressions here. I also have my friends. We have Mr. Mike from Team Retrogue, who already has his impressions video out on his YouTube channel, so he's going to be helping us out with some gameplay testing today, so you don't have to watch me install a billion emulators, although I will be in the background.
But that's my favorite thing to do.
That's your favorite thing?
Mike install things. Well, no, not Mike. You.
And we have Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, here from the Retro Tech Dad YouTube channel. You guys both have your models as well, so you both have the Ice Blue 12 gig, right?
I do.
Yes.
I do. All bluey here. It's sort of bluey-ish.
My kids love Bluey. Oh man, that screen. Okay.
Look at this flat back. There is no badonk.
No?
No.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. Mike's got a pretty good badonk there.
Well, save those thoughts and opinions, because I have yet.
Oh wait, this is not after dark.
We're not after dark.
I apologize.
We're before dark. This is Thursday stream, but we are before dark, not after dark.
My mistake.
Yeah, and I'm going in blind here, guys. So let's just hop right into it. Who wants to take us to Spec Town while I'm doing that?
Oh man, does Sony have my video with the Spec Towns?
You want to read them off?
Let's go visit Mike's Spec Town.
Yeah, seriously, there it is. Look at that.
Wow, ready to go. Look at that.
Yeah,
buddy.
Look at that. Yeah. So why can't we say Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, by the way?
Because it's the Dragonwing variant. Qualcomm wants them to call it a Dragonwing, and it's okay. So you got your 4.5-inch AMOLED screen, 960p resolution, 120 hertz. Thank you for this awesome screen cap, by the way, Mike. 5,000 milliamp hour battery. We got Wi-Fi 7 in here, so awesome for streaming. Bluetooth 5.3, Android 13 on this one. Qualcomm QCS8550. That's going to take a while to remember, but yeah, it is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, the same that's in the Thor, the same that's in the Retroid Pocket 6, basically. GPU is an Adreno 740, and we got 120 gigabytes internal, and there is a microSD card slot. Very good.
Oh, there it is.
Break the seal.
I'm so excited for you getting to hold this for the first time. I want to see the magic happen.
Right.
Okay. This is one I've been excited for. You know, I kind of want that ENDGAME 4x3, and this might be it because they finally have the mortgage screen here. And yeah, of course, we love the classic, which is nice. And then, of course, the mini was the predecessor to this as well. Neither one of those, true 4x3. That's a whole other topic. But yeah, so actual 4x3 aspect ratio, meaning this is going to be awesome for the majority of retro systems. And yeah, let's just take a look.
Oh, so you got solid back.
We got solid black.
One of the few, actually. I haven't seen many of the black ones around.
I think Ironclad Cobra has this one as well. And Russ, what did Russ get?
He got ice blue as well.
He got ice blue as well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to watching his video too.
Most of us got the ice blue, I noticed.
Okay, so yeah, this reminds me of the Retroid Pocket 4. It looks like the Retroid Pocket 4 backing without the Ergo. Very
similar
flat,
plastic.
Similar plastic, yeah. The plastic feels good. It's nice and kind of matte feeling. You have a little bit of grittiness, texture on the shoulders. So L1 and R1. Let's take a quick listen here.
Oh yeah, it's clicky.
Pretty quiet face buttons, especially compared to some of their past models. Let's check next to the RP6 though. Not bad there. For the transparent model, I wonder if the buttons though are going to be this. They feel like the RP6 does with their clear buttons, Mike.
Here, you want me to I don't know if my noise
Is there
cancel it out. It's a little thunky.
funky?
It's not terrible.
What's the texture? Is it a smooth?
Yeah, it's a smooth plastic.
Okay,
it's like you said, that crystal feeling.
Yeah, so I got the one I bought was the purple 8 gigabyte because I really don't think you need 12 gigabytes unless you're going to be really into Switch on this, which is not even the right aspect ratio anyways, although some PC emulation, you can make use of that 4x3 pretty well. So maybe for that, but I mean, I think 8 gigs is going to be fine, save the money.
I was actually going to ask because I forgot. There is an 8 gig SKU, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember.
Starts at 8 gigs, yeah, for $234 USD, and you can go up to 12 gigs, which brings you up to, it's a decent price jump there. If you can switch the model out, Producer Sony. We got Producer Sony in clutch in the background here. Does it not let you switch to 12 gig? Oh, here we go. Okay, you got it. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
$269 USD for that. So a decent jump up from $234. If it's really important to you and you really think you're going to make use of that RAM, I mean, more RAM is always better, especially during RAM apocalypse. But if you are on a budget, you are going to be totally fine with the 8 gig on this.
You can definitely tell that storage has impacted them because the fact that both models are still 128 tells you a lot.
Yeah, and it looks like all the review units shipping out so far have been either the ice blue or the black. It seems like those are the only two. So I wonder if those are the first two colors that are going to ship for backers. Like they're ready to go. That's my thought anyways, is why you aren't seeing other ones. Also, there are some accessories with this, and because you have that flat back, you might want to look at something like a grip. I definitely am. I actually oftentimes prefer third-party grips, so maybe something like JC Studio grips or some other options on Etsy. I'll tend to look there. But their official grips are no slouch either, and you can get a few options. If you pre-ordered early, I believe they're going to include that bumped back if you want that ergo option, and you can just do a whole back swap to put that on, and then you won't need a grip at all. So you have a couple ergonomic options here if you don't love a flat back. And yeah, pre-order bonus, free bumped back shell and tempered glass screen protector if you were during the pre-order period.
I do wish they had included it just so that, that we can get a feel for it, see how much better it is with the bumped back. But I mean, at least right now, everybody gets it. So
yeah, it might be something they don't have quite ready yet, and they just wanted to get review units out.
Yeah, which is fair. And again,
yeah.
If you put in an order right now, you're still getting the back anyway.
You're still in the pre-order period now, right? When does that end? Do we know? Is it mentioned right there?
I think
End of July. So you have a couple days left here, about 7 days as of the 23rd. Okay, really cool. And yeah, you can even use the dual screen with it, which is nice. And I saw, Mike, you mentioned you had one.
I do.
It actually fits really nicely on there too.
Oh yeah, nice. They were thinking about this one because that slides right in without any adapters.
Oh, and you got the V2 cord as well.
Yeah, I got the latest cord. So this is one I bought recently.
Yeah, same.
I like this new cord they have, by the way. It's so much.
I
so
bought
much more
mine,
compact.
but mine has like a older rubber cord, which is interesting. That cord looks much nicer.
Yes,
it
sir.
is. Yeah, very much so.
Man, this is such a better fit than the RP Mini. Oh, that is a lot more natural feeling. It's nice, and the balance of the weight is good too with the screen. I might actually use this. I really haven't been a fan of this dual screen accessory. It just feels awkward and clunky on a lot of different devices that I've used it for anyways. This is probably the first time.
Want is like a 3D print to go inside so that you can actually still hit the power and volume up and down.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it's not
is
perfect.
Pretty good.
It's not perfect, but it's the best that I've felt so far with this dual screen as far as the weight balance goes, and this kind of works. I mean, hell, if you want an 8 Gen 2 and you want an all-in-one dual screen, and that's really your main idea here, I mean, go for an AYN Thor, but
I'd make an argument for this combination because bottom screen 4.3, and if you're doing DS, they will match up exactly.
Yeah, and 3DS, you get the widescreen.
Yep. So actually you're maintaining all the correct aspect ratios. But with DS especially, you're getting exactly 4.5 top and bottom. So it's pretty nice. Pretty cool combination.
And there it is in action. Mike has his all set up here. What are you playing there?
Oh, that's Pokemon. What was that? Ultra Sun?
Ultra
I was actually
Sun.
able to move over all of my save files from my 2DS to my Thor a while back, so I just switched everything over to this last night.
And it is a reminder, 60 hertz on that dual screen.
Which, I mean, is not a huge deal breaker. If you're going to be using it for things like DS and 3DS, I mean, I think I'll be okay without having 120 hertz, DS.
It's really nice to have the 120 hertz for streaming and also, for the lowest possible, latency or whatever. But here's your classic USB-C cable, and that's all that comes in the package here.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff.
I don't want to waste your time too much today with a lot of comparisons, but I do have a couple key ones I want to make. And namely being the 476H. So this comes in around the $150, $170 price point here. And this is an Anbernic handheld, also 4x3. This has kind of been the king of the 4x3. This or maybe like what the M.
Do you have an M, Stubbs?
No, I don't have an M right now. So
all right,
it's kind of heavy. Yeah, if you got one around,
I think compare the 476H, you can still make a case for it just because it's cheaper. But
I think so.
The M477M, I feel like
it's a huge price jump.
Yeah.
And also, that Dimensity chip, it's no slouch.
But I think, again, you're just getting so much more compatibility and just really can go much further with the HN2.
In the 477M,
I know that
Dragonwing. that's Andrew's favorite. Dragonwing, right?
Dragonwing. My bad, guys.
This has kind of been, as far as I'm concerned, this has kind of been like my king of 4x3, where this is going to be where it's at. And so these are the two that I kind of want to compare. Also a flat back.
It's actually a little thinner, it looks like.
It's a little bit thinner, and it's a little bit lighter weight in the hands, too. Let me get an actual weight test.
Calibrate.
Calibrate. Okay, so 257 grams versus 304.
Yeah, that's
substantial savings. And
yeah,
dang,
almost 50 grams there. That's pretty wild. Yeah.
While not matching in performance power, we do have the...
Oh, that's funny. I brought mine out as well.
The Pocket Air Mini here. Another excellent 4x3 at 274. So are we lighter than the... We are. We're even lighter than the Pocket Air Mini.
Wow.
Useless comparison, but what about the Gen 1? RP2, 197.
And it's not useless. Someone will want to know.
Somebody might want to... That's why I figured let's do some of these niche tests. 322 on the RP6, RP Classic, 228, AYN Thor, 377. Lightning round here. Mini Loong.
Ben just outed himself. He's on Steam playing a game right now.
201, RG Rotate, 169, and the Odin 3. Why not? Put it on its face there. 390. Okay. Good stuff. And if there's a specific comparison you'd like to see, if we have it on hand, we'll be happy to do it today. The 135 actually is another one. This is a 3x2, but another one of my favorite smaller handhelds, 194. But yeah, guys, this is very lightweight. Jeez. So you can get the RP6. This one has a built-in bump out, same chipset. Nearly. Yeah, non-Dragonwing, right? To share his unhinged opinion, we have a guest today, Mr. Russ from Retro Game Core. Welcome, sir.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Russ.
I'm really just here to let everybody know that, everyone seems to be getting the ice blue color, and then everyone's like, oh, you must be the same person as the other person. Like, they're like, oh, of course, Tech Dweeb got one because you're the same person.
Right.
And then people are like, oh, no, you're actually the same person as Mikhailov, too, because he also got an ice blue. And I'm like, no. And then Tech Dad got one, too, right? Ice blue. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm not any of you guys. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm one person here.
Wait a minute. You are a different human from...
I am different.
The four of us?
I mean, you and I, Stubbs.
But explain why did Stubbs get the black one? Because his hands are very different than all of ours.
I mean,
it's the thumb. That's why they were like, we have to give him a different one because he's got that thumb.
Well, I thought it was like if you're a bearded white man, you're gonna get the ice blue, but they sent me the black, and it's because of the thumb difference.
We don't know for sure if Tech Dweeb is a bearded white man, though.
You have
you're
glasses.
Making an assumption there.
I know.
You have glasses.
I have glasses. That's what decides the color.
There we go. Oh no, it really is, Stubbs. You're just very special. That's really what it comes down to. So you get a different color. So
no, you are.
So I guess I honestly, I'm jumping in right now. I just got the link from you guys and I was like, I'll just jump in. So I haven't heard what you guys are talking about yet, but I did want to ask you guys, because I watched Mikhailov's video today.
Yeah.
He didn't really mention whether or not I have you have any issues with like the sharpness around the edges of the buttons, the D-pad.
We're just about to get there, actually.
Yeah, because I really want to hear from Stubbs, like specifically if your black model doesn't have that same sort of vibe to it. It's not a bad thing, right? I just think that the plastic on these buttons is quite sharp, and not sharp, it's hard. And so as a result, the edges just feel a little bit harder on the fingers than something that's like more matte. I don't think it's an issue, but I think it's one of those little things, you know how Retroid fans are. They always want to know like just a little bit of a difference between the models, right? And so I wanted to get your guys' take on that.
Not so much on the face buttons, but on the D-pad, I feel a little bit of like a harsh edge. But again, like it's just a minor thing to me. I don't really,
Where are the harsh edges?
Like just along the sides of it,
like that.
Yep, exactly, just like that. Like you feel, and then if you try to rub it, like do your Hadoukens and stuff, you can kind of feel the edges in the corners. Again, not a huge deal. In fact, after having this thing for 3 days now, I kind of can't feel it anymore, but it was like one of my first things. I was like, oh, it's a little bit different, Anyway, I just wanted to get your guys' take on that.
That's funny because I didn't even think about it until you said something. Now I can't unsee it.
It's the Russ effect. That's why I can't watch a Russ video before I review a thing, because it's too late. It's too late by that point. I'm like, well, this is the definitive thing now, right?
My
bad.
No,
now I can watch your video today, Russ.
I will enjoy your video. I'll enjoy both your videos so very much after this. But let's take a look. So sharpness around the D-pad, huh? I feel okay. My bottom of my thumb kind of hits the underside of the right on the D-pad, which feels maybe a little.
So
I'm thinking it's the crystal effect. That
I think so.
It's the crystal buttons.
It's very minor.
Yeah, I would say on your Stubbs, it's probably not as much. And so so I personally ordered a crystal one for myself, like the white model. And then I emailed them and I said, hey, can you change that to be the 16-bit one? Because I want to try out those matte buttons to see if the crystal buttons are what's causing a bit of that sharpness, And so
I have,
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm curious to your take, because I haven't watched anyone's videos. I'm obviously just got my handheld yesterday, so I want to keep my opinions to myself. But the transparent model with the RGB lights, it's pretty bad. I don't
really
care for the effect much.
No, I'm the same
like,
way.
I might have to pull a Russ and ask him to swap it to like the indigo or something, just a solid color, because even if I put it on the lowest setting, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's because it has that like four-way. Yeah, it has that like the four-way look. Like,
there you go.
I
was about to turn it on, but I'm like,
not.
It was bad because it was the first thing that was on screen when I turned it on. It was like, oh no.
Well,
I don't like it at all.
You transparent fans over there.
Yeah.
I'm bummed too, because I ordered clear purple because I was going to do the swap with the ice blue set of D-pads and all that and make it look like my channel colors. But I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I can just keep it off. It's not a big deal, but yeah.
All right, so let's turn this one on. So first of all, the black version, it does not have sharp edges. Maybe you could say under the D-pad slightly, but that's not something I wouldn't call this sharp by any means.
Okay.
It's
good to hear.
It's not an annoyance. It's not an issue. It feels satisfying. So maybe it really is the matte plastic here, and then your clear versions might be a bit rougher there. They need to figure that out before they send out the next batch. Let's turn this on. Let's just see what that RGB looks like, because I think you're going to be eating a little bit better here for non-transparent for RGB.
I was going to say, it'll probably look better for you.
No, M1. What? M1 and M2? Hold on, let's do it.
Yeah,
what is
that
this?
that's another complaint of mine. Actually,
yeah.
Why is it up here?
How many times have you felt out which one's power? Because
I thought that was
it's
power.
driving me nuts.
Both sides.
Exactly.
M1's
Oh yeah,
here.
same here.
M2's over
Yeah.
here. Well, we've seen this on a number of devices, on like INEO devices. It's not horrible or anything. I was
I'm
surprised.
glad I'm not the
like,
only
what?
one though.
I
Oh yeah, it
expect
was
them
one of
to
my
be
gripes. Yeah, it was one of my gripes in the
here.
video.
So wait, where
I
do
wish
you?
there was a little bit of separation between that set. Yeah.
So you got back home, start select there. So where did we put the power button here? You got TF card at the bottom.
It's between the volume and the M2. So you got to go over the M2 to get to it.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
right
There it is.
Right there in the
It's not
middle.
your classic power button look.
I've gotten used to it, but it was kind of annoying in the beginning. I'm like, I keep pushing the M2 button, you know.
Yep.
And that'll
what I
be
do is
me
I
today.
feel it out. I feel it out. Like
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Front firing speakers as well, which is nice to see. Let's see if we cover. Okay, maybe for my hands, not the best placement for those speakers.
Yeah.
I'm going to be covering those
Yeah.
speakers quite
It's
a bit.
so funny. Like in the first 2 minutes, you're picking up on all my gripes. Like the M2 position, the fact that you cover up the speakers a little bit. Yeah. Like those were all like my initial gripes.
At least for my hands, like if
This-
you have smaller hands, you could navigate that easier. Or if you get the bumped out version, it might help, or a grip or something. But yeah, as is right now, I'm going to be covering up those speakers.
Yeah.
The triggers too are a little difficult to use without. I mean, again, we don't have the backs, so we don't know how it's going to feel with those on. But just with the flat back and pressing down on those triggers, you got to hold it a certain way to make it feel sort of comfortable.
So Sony, if you want to show my screen, so I do have like early versions of grips that were sent over to me, like comfort grips, and so it fits. It's a little tight in one area, and the lip I
Stubbs
think
gonna
probably
like
needs
that
to be
one.
fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, but this fixes a lot of like the getting the trigger and then having like dual stick gameplay. So all this stuff I think is probably going to be easily solvable by the community. Is basically my take on it. Is like, okay, you know, like the grip and maybe having the ergonomic back will help too, but there's ways around it. Is kind of the way I like it. And honestly, I like this setup. I think that, you know, get a flat back, which is going to be great for 90% of the time. And then when you're going to be playing something that's going to require a little bit more grip, throw the grip on at that point. So yeah, that's kind of my take.
Well, Stubbs' goal in life is to turn every handheld into an Xbox ally. He wants to take the smallest of handheld and add massive grips to anything he can.
I mean,
There you go.
I'm not complaining if that were to happen, but I like that people have options. Okay, for people who like flat back, guess what? You get that as a default, and if you want bumped out back, you get that shell replacement or throw grip on, like Russ is showing there.
Yeah,
you can solve these ergonomic, complaints a lot easier these days, especially when they offer so many options. So, okay, so I'm gonna get this going a little bit here. If you guys want to take a look.
Let me hear about what you guys think about these face buttons. How nice and quiet they are. They are good, right? Like we've had like clacky after clacky from Retroid, and we finally got something that just feels like, it's so good. Like I'm loving it. You know what I mean? And I wanted to get your guys' take on that too.
Can we say I'm loving it on stream? Is that allowed?
Copyright strike
No,
incoming.
I agree. That was like, I guess it's just a habit. The first thing you do when you pick up a handheld, you're starting to look for all of the issues with it, in terms of just how it feels and the sounds and everything. And yeah, the face buttons immediately, huge improvement over the original Retroid Pocket Mini. I mean, those were so clacky. And I know part of it is probably because of the glass front. You kind of eliminate some of that issue, but no, they feel controls are great. Retroid never had really much of an issue, like in terms of how their D-pad feels and moves, how the face buttons move. I think this is just more of the same, really. It's really solid.
Yeah.
These are even quieter than the RP6 for me.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
they definitely are.
Yeah. Although the RP6, because it has two different style of buttons, like this one as well, with the transparent and non, those were slightly different volumes between those buttons. And so I wonder if, I wonder if this should be even quieter than yours potentially. I feel like. I mean,
I think that's fair.
I don't know if you can hear this. Let's see. There's that in similar, at least RP6. Oh yeah,
I was gonna tell Stubbs, press it like a regular person.
No, that's how you
Not
play
like
games.
you're playing Taiko Drum Master.
You know where I got that from? I got that from Bass Derek. He started doing it that way. And I was
well,
like,
it's like you're strumming it. Don't strum it.
It's the maximum volume is what you're getting out of it. Yeah, okay, let's do it normal. Let's do it like a normal person. I'm playing my games.
Yeah, that's a little more reasonable. Yeah.
Dead silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good press. See?
That's a good press.
Okay, Russ, can I hear yours again?
Yeah. So then mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds.
So I think mine's a little louder. Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it's
So
still,
this is even
still very good. Yeah.
even quieter than on the Mat, just like the RP6. That's awesome. Okay, so let's look at that RGB on this real quick. That'd be interesting.
Oh yeah, much better.
Normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sorry, my
I
screen is
guess.
super
You know
freaking bright.
the black, you can never go wrong with the black one, and it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, I might have to rethink and go a solid color.
I'm thinking the same thing. I
I
ordered the crystal black, but I don't know.
Oh no! Why'd you got to go purple, man?
I could go purple.
That looks.
I
so
still have
good.
I still have
no.
a purple
I'm talking
second screen
about
too.
Stubbs' RGB.
Stubbs.
Oh,
Black and purple RGB. That looks good. That is clean.
Let's just do kind of subtle.
How are the fingerprints on that plastic? I know on the 4, because I had the black 4, and it was actually very good. It held off a lot of fingerprints, surprisingly.
Retroid plastics don't typically bring smudges. Like the plastics they typically go with, I've not run into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks good.
And yeah, I mean, and it's very hot in this room right now. Okay, like it's what is it? About 24 baseline. So yeah, it's warmer. It's warmer in my room here.
Yeah.
Not that we're doing anything intensive. Okay, so standard OS stuff. You got your performance. You can swap between the 3 different options here from standard to high. And you actually have active cooling on this model, which is great. 8 Gen 2, Dragonwing, whatever you want to call it, can definitely make use of some cooling.
So my fan is a little on the noisier side, I want to say. It has a little bit of like a whine to it.
Yeah, me too. That's my other gripe that I hadn't talked about yet. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a little noisy.
It's amazing how much you can pick up in not even 24 hours of having this thing. It's like,
it's almost
like
you have like a mental
time.
checklist, you know?
Well, the quiet doesn't sound like anything.
No, the quiet is great. And honestly,
sport.
You can get away with just using smart.
Is.
Yeah. That's what mine sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as loud as my Odin 3, that's for dang sure. But maybe louder than the RP6.
Yeah, it's the pitch that I don't like.
It's the pitch
about
of it. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
kind of. It is that high pitched sound.
And I've noticed it even when you put it on quiet. If you're in a quiet room, you will hear that pitch just a little bit. But it's like, what is that sound? You know, like what is that humming?
I thought like my blood pressure was like out of whack because I'm like, oh no, I'm hearing a weird whine, a pitch, you know, and I'm like, oh, am I about to die? And then I was like, no, my Retroid's just on beside me.
And I love that we get 120 hertz panel. This panel is really special. Not only is it that mortgage screen, but I mean 4.5 inches of 4x3 OLED. Man, freaking tastic. Look at that. Look. I
was playing around with shaders last night, and it's doing really well.
Dang, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that for the most part, you're probably just gonna set it to smart. I don't think the fans are really ever gonna ramp up too much, and standard quiet or performance with quiet is fine. You know, I don't think it's too bad.
And honestly, I don't know that you necessarily need to put on that ergo back. The way with how lightweight this is, and where your fingers are going to sit, which are going to be right underneath the shoulder buttons. I don't know. I might be okay as is, honestly, minus the speaker thing, but. Yeah, and then sorry, I didn't look at the shoulder. So we got that gritty texture there, and these are analog. You got Hull.
I'm actually very happy they brought that back.
And are these TMR or are these Hull sticks this time? Let's see.
I think they're Hull sticks.
Yep. Hull sticks. Yep. Okay, and I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get some emulators, get some gameplay going. But because we have a couple gentlemen here who are awesome, they already have more time with their units. So, Mike, do you want to show a game or two while I get this going?
Yeah. PS2?
Yeah, PS2. People in the chat earlier were saying, yeah, we're here for PS2.
Yeah, I'll load a PS2 game too. I know someone asked in RH Discord for Dragon Quest 8, so I did get that going.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a bunch lined up too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I will say that Dragon Quest 8 on this display, and I'm running it like a 2.25, I want to say, because it's kind of around where the display resolution is, and it just looks
if you
so
use
sharp.
just straight 2, straight 2 will cut off like, I forgot what it is, like 10 pixels or something like that. Like it's 10 pixels less. So 2.25 is oversampling or overscaling, but it's still pretty great. So one thing you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not yet, but I think they still have some software tweaking they need to do, because there's no difference in benchmarks between standard, performance, and high performance modes.
Good to know. Like, so now I won't do those tests.
Yeah, and so
Russ,
like,
I appreciate it.
In my initial video, I was like, oh, and look, I'm playing everything at normal performance mode, no problem. But there's no
so me switching to performance didn't
mode.
do anything right now.
It doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just, because I saw like a millisecond of a dip there, but I'm like, now it's smoothed out. So I think it was just the cores ramping up basically.
Yeah. So you got the governor on the CPU in standard mode. It's going to ramp up as high as it needs, basically.
Yeah.
Right, and then also cluster tune, even though it identifies it and allows you to add a benchmark, an underclock, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually change anything. So none of the performance things are working right now, but again, it's super early and this still isn't shipping yet. So
look at this display.
Well, I'm a pulse shill myself. I'm behind my boy K over there. But I haven't tried cluster tune proper yet.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing, really. But it doesn't seem to be. It just doesn't seem to be listening to any time that they're sending out a command in terms of, hey, change your performance profile, change your clock speeds. None of that's working.
Okay. Well, soon.
Yeah.
Nice. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite games to test.
Looking good.
I probably have to. Because I'm a weirdo, I have the inverted camera control.
It's okay. I'm having the same struggle with Dragon Quest right now. The way it's set up, and it's driving me nuts.
For Eden, this can run the optimized version, right?
You can just run the regular one because I mean it's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Yeah. And so I've been using the Mr. Purple Turnip 26 drivers, and those have been great.
Okay, cool.
I love that Eden now has you just go in, you can download the drivers right from there. It's so convenient.
Yeah, really great.
You know what I'm going to do, guys? My first time, but I'm going to go ESDE for my front end on this one.
I will say another thing I did last night, if you guys want to ever see any of it. So I've been using ARM SX2 in addition to Nether SX2.
How's that going? How is it performing?
Man, I put I think 15 PS2 games on my Nova, and I think one maybe wasn't as good as Nether SX2, and all the others were as good or better looking.
Are you serious? It's that far along already? Wow.
I was so surprised. And it has so you can use custom turnip drivers. It does the same thing as Eden, where you can fetch them instead of having to add them yourself. And I just used the same Mr. Purple T26 drivers, and it was awesome. And so I don't know, I might be switching, at least for Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Yeah, I might be switching over. So
are you doing for Nether though? Are you doing the 4248 2.0?
Yep. Yeah,
nice.
That's the one I used.
Yeah, that's what I'm using too.
So this truly is an 8 Gen 2 chipset in all ways but name.
Right. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna even load Adreno on here. Got a sweet script from Andrew to import, and let's see. I can try Pulse. I'm gonna load K's latest version of Pulse, which is a cluster tune alternative. A little more buggy than cluster tune, but more options.
Well, nice thing about Pulse is it'll tell you like, hey, we don't support this one, and it just lets you know. And so that might happen when you download it. We'll see.
But from what I understand, Kay is getting a review unit. Last time I talked to him, so he is interested in putting Pulse.
Yeah, I think he went back on it though, but just because of his health issues.
Yeah, they're
slowing
still down. Yeah, they're still sending him one, but they're sending him one for Pulse.
Okay, that's awesome. That's good to hear because his work with Pulse is awesome.
So how's things running for PS2 there so far?
It's great.
Flawless. I mean 8 Gen 2 Yeah.
Oh, I just ran over Marge. Oops.
The question isn't can it run it? The question is like how many times can you upscale?
Yeah. So one other insight is that, they're using that new Qualcomm, whatever they're calling that number, right?
Yeah.
That's actually the exact same thing they did with the Odin 2. It's just at the time they got away with calling it the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. But so it's the exact chip on the original Odin 2 as well. So all that performance, all that stuff we've already seen, we've already been testing it all these years.
That makes job as a reviewer a little easier.
Qualcomm decision. I think they decided to finally separate out the branding so people understand what they're actually getting.
Yeah.
But it is the same thing, basically.
I'm the worst person to do gameplay testing because I personally am getting the most excited to play PS1 games on this thing.
But what's wrong with that? That's awesome.
Well, it's my favorite system. It's like my favorite system. We can upscale to max on this, no problem. And it's the perfect aspect ratio.
With a great panel, yeah.
I don't even care, guys. I'm gonna load up some Twisted Metal right now. You guys are doing the high-end stuff anyways,
So let me show you, Sony, if you don't mind showing my screen. So obviously I don't have a camera set up for the other one, but this is what ARM's SX2 looks like right now. Look at how nice that is. It auto downloads all the box art. It's really beautiful looking, especially on this OLED display. And even the menus and stuff, really, they look good. It's got a kind of an AI feel to it. You know what I mean? I think all these apps nowadays are starting to kind of look the same, but it works well. It has turnip driver support. It has retro achievements, even hardcore achievements. And it's working really well. The profile, like the performance metrics and stuff, you can see them up here on the top when this thing goes away. And it's pulling all the data and stuff. This is Jack 3 right here. And everything's looking good. I'm mirrored right now, so you guys can't really see it correctly, but
that's fair.
Yeah, it looks good. Or it may not be mirrored for you guys, but it is for me. So everything is working really well. Just like here, for example, in Jack and Daxter. Hold on one second. Let me get it actually going here. So just like, in the beginning of this game, it is quite difficult to run, but you can see here, I'm just running it at, I think, 2.25 resolution, and it's looking great. Everything's working really fine.
Wait, that's
really
the
happy
first
with how
one?
it looks.
That's the first Jack and Daxter?
One. Sorry,
the
Jack.
Third one. Okay.
Third
one.
I was going to say, usually Jack has his edgy look, so it has to be the later one.
That is a demanding game.
Yeah, and so I've done a bunch of testing. I'll put this all in my final review and stuff, but it looks really sharp and clear here on ARM SX2. I'm very happy with this emulator so far. So,
and here's a great question
I'm going to start to try it out. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if it works with ESD yet. I haven't even tried that. I've just been using like the front end on this thing. You know what I mean? Like when you're actually using it, it's just so beautiful that I'm like, I'll just use that. And one of the other things I like about it too is it does allow you to exit the game by pressing select and start. Where Nether doesn't. You always have to go into the menu and exit the game. Mm-hmm. Like you can actually use a hotkey for that now. So I've just been using this one so far.
So you would really say, good. Would you call it best? We got Final Fanatic asking, which one's the best as of today?
That would need a lot more testing. But of the 15 games that I played, like other than one, which I think was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, all the others, I was like, this is better.
Which is also, it has always been a hard game to run, even on Nether as well.
Right. Yeah, all the other ones. And I tested just my standards, God of War 2, NBA Street 2, Shadow of the Colossus, Sly 3. Sly 3 was amazing on this. Like, looked really good and everything too. So yeah, really happy with this so far. So anyway, yeah. So I think that's probably one of the cool things about just getting this handheld in the first place is that PS2 is just going to kind of, I don't know, it's moving along. Like we haven't, like when was the last time that Nether was actually, or Aether was actually fully fundamentally updated? Like 2023, right?
Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah.
We've kind of got these patch updates, whereas now you got this fully fledged emulator just cranking out updates, right? So that's really cool to hear. And also for your question there about the speaker hand issue, well, we'll see here when I go to test out some games. But as far as I've heard from these gentlemen, it's not great. So that's one of the gripes. And just rewind the stream if you want like full thoughts on that, by the way. We covered that a little earlier. And Ice Blue, I haven't seen it in person yet, but you dudes, what do you think for your Ice Blue besides the sharp edges?
I would say it's more towards greenish in terms of the color. Because here I just grabbed this for fun. I had this really highlights it. I mean, I think you can really see this is very blue. This is not blue. It's definitely green.
It's green.
So yeah. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you're set on this one, it is definitely more towards green. You know, that's what it looks like to me. But I like transparent colors. That, you know, they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any other gripes or complaints outside of just the RGB lights, the way they look on here. But, you know, again, you can turn it off and no problem.
You're good.
Yeah.
I love that we're nitpicking like these kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, the blue isn't blue enough, you know?
Yeah. These are all like, these are more like things that we're pointing out just so that someone's not caught like off guard by it. But I mean, these are very minor nitpicks, honestly. So, and it does look like it does on the website. Like that's pretty much how it looks, you know? So it is greener. It looks like that on the website too. I wish they would stop calling it ice blue, but
I know
it is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a green. It looks like I ordered the purple one for the one I purchased, and I'm excited to see that one in person. I do wish they had different color tones, like the buttons being the same color as the shell is a little boring. I wish they would have kind of did some change ups there.
Two-tone, yeah.
It's nice that you can buy the buttons separate so you can do your own swap outs and you can really mod this thing how you want. Someone was quipping in the Discord, you know, this might be one of the most modded of all the handhelds of all time because they're offering so many things out the gate to change.
I agree with that. Yes.
You know? So you can make it look however you want. There's a bunch of different combinations. I'm not sure how many total, but it's got to be like 100 at least, I feel like, between all the different shells and button swap outs and ergo bump out or not. It's pretty cool. And I ordered, I think, one of every color, by the way. So
nice.
I'm going to have fun
this is
with
one
that.
of the things I talked to them about when I was there. I was like, hey guys, you know, because they have been kind of slacking on putting up options in the DIY section. Like they hadn't put like the new sticks up for the Retroid Pocket 6, which I still don't think are up there. And I was like, hey, make sure you really fill that out. I know it's a smaller audience than like your general audience who buys handhelds, but we love that stuff and just put it up, you know? And so I'm really happy that they added all that stuff again.
And I love that our community also put together a whole website where you can visualize your combinations too, which is just amazing to me. I just love that.
Oh yeah, we got
that's really cool.
The handheld.deals website has been upgraded. So yeah, now if you search the word Nova, and I just got the link in the description, it'll bring up the Nova and then also all the different accessories that are all live updated for pricing. You know, if something changed, it'll live update this, which is awesome. Andrew got this whole system functioning. And yeah, you can kind of compare. You're eventually going to see this on AliExpress. You're going to see it on Amazon, probably at Best Buy. And so at that point, you can come here and it'll show you, click on the Nova there. It'll then show you, you know, all the different price differences between the different retailers. And you can pick whichever one is going to be best for you, where you live and all that. So for now, just get it from goretroid.com. And we are still in pre-order period. So you can still take use of that bonus, get that free bump out on the back and a tempered glass screen protector, and that's till July 31st.
Do we have a link for that website to visualize it? I forgot what the URL is.
Our handheld.wtf.
I don't know if anyone in our live chat might have it.
Oh, no, the other one. Yeah, it's by the devs behind that Leaf operating system.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but
because I remember people were sharing screenshots at first, and that's what made me decide on doing the whole like Retro Tech That Color themed one. And now, of course, I got the ice blue, so I could just swap between the two, which is probably what I'm going to do.
All right, I got Twisted Metal. I'm going to use this for music and testing the speakers. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this looks gorgeous. Okay, I got the fan turned off. I kind of want to see.
Stubbs is sold. He's sold.
Dude, all I want is my 32-bit PlayStation 1 pixels in the most crisp form, in the best form factor for my hands possible. Is that too much to ask? I've been asking forever, and nothing has quite 100% hit there. I'd say for me, the 476H has probably been the closest, followed up by the Pocket Air Mini, but...
Oh, you got the arcade one.
Oh, yeah, the IGS or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's listen to the speakers.
Nice music.
Let's see if I cover him up. Ow. Yeah, I'm covering him up, so it dulls the sound a little bit, unfortunately, but not bad.
I'm doing it more on my left hand.
I can try to hold it like this. No, not the fire. No, get out of the fire. Get out of here, you. No, Twister. Really not showing off my skills well. Take an ice blast, you son of a...
You always perform your worst when everyone else is watching.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Like, I'm afraid to play Mina the Hollower right now because I know I'm just going to, like, die.
Come on. Let's go backwards.
There's a reason why Stubbs only plays Twisted Metal 2. That's the only game he's good at.
Hey, I'm not showing myself to be very good at this game, Rob. Come on.
As he catches fire.
As I catch his fire. Now, we're doing a speaker test, gentlemen. Now, hold on. We're not doing a gameplay test. No one wants to see PS1 running on this thing except for me. That is gorgeous. Oh, my goodness. Wow. All right. Well, look at this. So you can go ahead and go to leaf.game and you can configure your colorways and swap out literally everything to see your perfect build. And then I believe everything I have listed here is something you can buy, right? So then you can just go buy specifically what you want and not waste anything.
So you can make the most cursed looking handheld, or you can make something really elegant.
Yeah. So far, I've mostly made cursed builds.
I believe that. I believe
they look absolutely awful.
It is really cool because instead of having to buy all this stuff first and hoping it looks okay, you can kind of just put it all together, which is great.
Oh, the GameCube
so
joysticks.
Good.
If you go up,
back there. Sony, if you go up over to on the top, you can see it says real rendered. The buttons on the left, So click on the real, and that's the actual images that they showed. And so instead of like looking at renders, this is actually pulled from the images, the high res images they shared. So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
too.
nice.
A little bit more realistic with the lighting.
The ice blue kind of looks good with the rainbow buttons.
Okay, I need that I need that watermelon with rainbow. That's the move.
That looks good. Yeah, with the dark D-pad. Yeah.
All right. What about purple with DMG buttons? That's what I'm doing.
I've seen that color combo, and it's actually quite nice.
Purple, and then I think for buttons, it's like that light red. I think they're just called DMG. Yeah, retro.
Yeah.
That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm making that, and I might do the black D-pad if that clear one's kind of sharp. I might swap out for my black D-pad here. Yep. And sticks, I'd probably go black on this, honestly. Yeah, that's my build. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Beautiful. Yeah, and keep that back.
No, the back I'll probably do just whatever it comes with, purple, right? And maybe I'll swap out for that Ergo shell.
You know, the transparent with the non-transparent buttons is actually not a bad play.
It really
right?
I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. There it is.
People want to see. Cool website.
It is really cool, and people are asking for gameplay again in chat. So we'll move back on over to that. Game Tech Talk. What do you think about this whole thing so far, sir? Clef, feel free to hop on, share your thoughts. Why not? It's Retroid Day, new Retroid launch. I've got to say, guys, of the Retroid launches, I don't want to curse us, but this has got to be one of the least drama-filled releases. I always get a little bit of anxiety leading up to these new Retroid launches. I'm like, all right, what nonsense are we going to run into this time? You know,
that's very fair. Yeah.
I don't want to jinx us though. I'm knocking on wood. Some silly thing that we haven't found yet.
So, Mike, have you found a lot of 4x3 PC games that work okay?
So this is the only real PC game I've tested. The other things I've been doing is I've been booting up the 8-bit collections, like the Mega Man collection and the Contra collection. And I've just been setting it to widescreen in game, and it just renders in 4x3.
Gotcha.
So you're doing, is this game native? Sorry.
This is game native. Yeah.
Game
this
native.
is Mina the Hollower.
And game native has been pretty good for you?
I've only been doing the lightweight stuff, but so far so good. Basically, anything that'll run on the Thor should run on this.
Yeah, and again,
that's what I've seen.
The 4x3 games in game native, like the native games that can render it native, a lot of those I bet are going to run okay.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm actually playing Darksiders War Mastered Edition.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and this is a game that has 4.3 support. I haven't tweaked like the settings on the back end, so I'm getting like 30-ish frames per second, which is fine, you know, but And I think I'm also, well, I guess the performance settings don't do anything, Russ said, so I won't even bother with that. But yeah, I mean, this is a game that actually scales correctly. So yeah, it's really cool. And there's a couple games I found. I'm going to load up Megabonk next too, which actually also will do 4.3.
Gorgeous, man. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to find those PC games that still support a 4:3 aspect ratio. So it's really cool.
That'll be half the fun. I mean, the majority of PC games that I probably would enjoy are probably older ones, really, that are
a lot of the older ones
options.
will do it. Yep.
Something like that Metal Gear. What's that Metal Gear game where you're playing as Raiden?
Rising,
yeah.
Rising, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because Raiden gets all like mechanical and crazy.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite games.
That'll be fun on here. And also, somebody wanted to know how Android gaming is, like Genshin or anything like that.
Oh, I actually got Genshin, so I did load that on there.
Well,
it's kind of limited just because of the fact that we only have 128 gigs of internal, and you have to make that choice of whether or not you're formatting your SD card as internal storage and all that. So,
yeah, I don't do internal. I just do portable, and then just have one SD card for Android. Honestly, just the 1-2 terabyte that I just pop in between devices. When that dies, or if it ever does, I'm screwed because I can't buy another one now. It's $500. But until then, pretty sweet. Also, great question. What about the quality of plastic for the black version, please? Yeah, so it's very similar to the Retroid Pocket 4 black plastic, if you recall that. Or here's an RP5. I would say it's near identical to the RP5 as well. Meaning it's matte, it's not glossy, it's not leaving fingerprints. Retroid does good with their plastics. That's not even a concern here. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, RetroTech Dad is playing Megabonk. Just got a Steam notification.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. This is always a solid bet in terms of performance and a game that will scale correctly as well.
Yeah, I'm going to share a link with you guys, and Sony, maybe if you want to show it. It's so it is a Steam curator list that has a listing of modern games that have 4x3 support.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I've used that list before. Yes.
Yeah, it's really easy to go through, especially if you're logged into your Steam account at the same time, because then it'll show you which ones are in your library, And so there's 466 in the list, but like the ones that say informational just means that like most of the time it means it doesn't work. It means like, oh yeah, the menus are in 4x3, but the game is not. So really you're looking at 366 games that I would say you can rely on for being actually 4x3.
A lot of games will do that where it looks like it doesn't support it, but when you actually go in game and it's rendering in game, it will actually adjust the aspect ratio, which is really cool.
Right. Yeah. So like Sonic Mania is one of those where it's like when you're in the menu, you're like, it's all cut off. This obviously isn't working. But then when you play the game, it's like, oh, it's great. So.
Oh, fantastic. So this gives you a curated list.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, Megabonk runs fantastic on here. I'm at the full 120 frames per second with this.
And there's no squashing or anything. It just...
No. This game will scale. Yeah, this game will scale correctly. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm playing Power Rangers right now, and it's a little squashed.
Those games will not unfortunately support it. Yeah. I've tested a lot of those games.
Yeah, but it still feels okay. Like it feels right because it's a retro style game.
It doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, I'm the same way. But there are some who will be very upset with you that you did that.
I know.
All right, so we need to try also lesser known games that maybe people don't even test, because I'm over here playing the real ones. So here's PS2, Nether SX2, 4.
No.
We got MTV's Pimp My Ride here on PS2, one of my absolute favorites.
Is it?
And just a banger. Oh yeah, come on now.
I don't know.
No, I've never played this before in my life, but it was one of the first that I saw on the list. And you know me. I'm like, okay, let's go. Does it pimp? That's what we need to know. And also,
most of the people on that show sold their cars because they couldn't afford to maintain them.
Really? Even the fish tank? The fish tank one? Oh.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they sold their cars and got
expensive.
Man. Gotta make sure I got mapped.
But with
controls.
being able to sell their car, they were able to buy like an actual regular daily driver car.
That's
well, that's good.
They probably get more use out of that. That makes more sense.
Right.
Oh, dude, there he is. Exhibit.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Did you guys know
this is not what people came to see?
Do you guys know in the last episode of Pimp My Ride, Exhibit wasn't there because they didn't want to, I guess, pay him the money he was looking for, so they replaced him for one episode with another guy. And why do I know this? I don't know. Too many YouTube shorts, but very interesting.
Yeah, Android games are another nice bet in terms of games that should scale to 4.3. A lot of them will. I actually have a video coming out tomorrow that kind of talks about some of that. But yeah, there are a lot of Android games that will actually adjust correctly for the aspect ratio, the resolution, things like that. So it's another good area to take a look at if you're looking for some other games to play that aren't usually talked about.
So
besides Pimp My Ride?
Besides Pimp My Ride, yes.
So this is an example of what I was talking about earlier. This is the arcade version of Turtles in Time, but this is the Steam version of the Cowabunga collection. So I just set this to wide, and it just looks correct. It scales properly.
It's scaling okay. What if you did do 16:9? RoboGeek in chat here wants to know, what does the bezels look like?
Okay, yeah, well, I can load a game up then.
I can pull up a game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't look too bad, but you don't get the full screen real estate.
Right, because that right there, what you're showing would basically be 4:3 on a 16:9 screen. And so by going wide, it basically
there you go.
4:3.
Yeah.
That's pretty cursed right there, too.
Are you guys ready for this? Honestly, graphics pretty solid for a PS2 game on this Pimp My Ride here. No GTA, but
yeah, I have a guess. I think I know what Russ is going to show us.
Oh, really? Because you got a Steam notification.
The haptics are really nice too. They're subtle. They're not strong haptics, but they're nuanced. Like it's kind of, there must be 2 motors in here at least. Feels good. Yeah, look at the. Sorry, Exhibit. I'm crashing your expensive ride. Let's look at these colors, though. Oh, this screen. This was worth it. I don't know how many mortgages they had to take out over there in China, but
the important thing is that we don't have to.
We don't have to. We get this beautiful screen. Oh, you know they're going to use this screen in other handhelds, too. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this thing. Okay.
Okay, so here's 16:9 running. So this is Castle Crashers.
Oh, yeah.
And so it works. It's doable. For me, what I've noticed when I'm playing these games is like, it's just kind of a novelty that it's even happening. Like that it's like, hey, like, oh, look at how I'm playing on this tiny little screen, And same thing with like Switch games for me too. It's like, oh, yeah, I can play Mario Kart on this. It's a little bit small, but it's also kind of a fun little novelty. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be up to you and really the game that you're playing and how small the text is and stuff. But I would play Castle Crashers like this. I would prefer to have it in 4:3, but I don't see an option in this game.
I mean, it's almost identical to playing GBA. You lose a little bit at the top and bottom, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
You get 1 HD motor in here, so I guess 1 HD and 1 non, because I felt definitely 2 motors going.
I'm not sure. I haven't done a teardown yet.
I wonder if Rob feels like tearing down right now. No, don't do it. You gotta film your video still. Good. Also, people are asking, can we just play NES games on here if we want? Yeah.
Let me show you. So let me give you guys a quick preview of the shader setup that I've got.
Oh, yeah.
Which shader are you using, Russ? You're definitely the one I would want to ask about that.
Yeah, good question. Let me Mega Man X. And let's see. I went through so many last night. I can't remember what I saved as my global configuration. So let's see. Oh God, that looks so good. Okay, let me see what I got set up. Okay,
Russ, did you have that like nostalgia magic when you opened this up for the first time?
It really, honestly, I didn't have that magic until I really got the shaders locked in. Then I was like, holy smokes. So I've got, it's running at 120 hertz. You can see up top. I've got CRT beam turned on, right? So I'm going to have that nice motion clarity. And then the major shader that I'm using is this one here. It's called like GBV Mini Ultra. And so that one is, it's not quite as like phosphor glowy as the like CRT Geom Deluxe one. And I also think that the Royale one is a little bit squarish looking, like in its pixeling and stuff. So that's what I have for my main ones. So let me show you. I've actually got a cool hotkey set up. So this is what it's, oh, come on guys. All right. So this is what it's set up with it on. So you can see it's got a little bit of vignetting around the edges, so a little darkening here. And it smooths out everything. You can see Mega Man's life bar is perfectly balanced. Now I've got this set up with a hotkey where I can press this one in M2 and it turns the shader off. So this is what it's off. And you can see that the menu bar like is, well, it's kind of, my camera's having a hard time. There you go. So the menu bar is not perfectly balanced, right? And this is really crisp pixels, but not perfect. And then if I do the hotkey, this is what it looks like with it on. So it is just stunning. You know, it changes the color temperature a little bit too. It makes it a little bit warmer looking, but swapping between these two, I'm like, okay, it's like, all right, this is like perfect pixel. This is like my childhood, you know, times 1000. And so, yeah, really loving the look of this in terms of just shaders and stuff. And so far I haven't found any like, issues like in terms of like nothing being imbalanced or having any sort of strange happenings and stuff. All the shaders just seem to be working appropriately. And Super Nintendo is a really good example here because this is a 4.3 integer scale, so it's not a true integer scale, right? And so this one is going to have pixel issues, and this CRT shader on its own without any interpolation shaders really balances it all out. So yeah, really loving it.
Yeah, that is a really cool use of the function buttons.
Yeah,
I hadn't even considered. Up. Yeah,
If you leave the M1 and M2 at their default state, I didn't realize this till after I made my video. They're just going to stay as their own independent button like number within the system. Okay. And so that means that you would then be able to assign it to anything in RetroArch and Nether and stuff like that too. So that's a really nice little feature there. It's still annoying that I can't find the power button very easily, but I really like that. And then yeah, so I've also got it on the left side on this one. I've got it set so I can disable or enable run ahead really quickly. And so that's what I have set up there. And so if I got any game that I'm playing, like say a Saturn game, and it's not quite running at full speed, usually just disabling the run ahead will fix up all that stuff. And so that's what I've been doing. But for the most part, I keep it with run ahead turned on.
Yeah, I like run ahead if we can get away with it, especially on the lower end systems. Why not get some extra latency reduction? But
the latency on this is so amazing too. Like I did some tests in my video, and I got it down to about 50 milliseconds. Which is crazy. That's about the same as the CRT with the original console. So yeah, really crazy.
I'm just setting up RetroArch now. Cool, man. That's nuts. So do you have any? Let's see. What's probably your favorite system to play on this so far?
You know, I really been enjoying PS2, mostly because I was trying out like ARMS SX2, and I was like, oh, this finally feels like it's been updated a bit, you know?
Right.
So really enjoying that. But then I'm obviously going to play a lot of like Super Nintendo. I'm probably going to run through the 7, 8, 9 Final Fantasy games on the PS1. Like I feel like I got the itch. Like I'm like, all right, now it's time, you know. And I just don't have enough hours in the day to actually play all these through. But yeah, that's what I've really been enjoying.
It really does feel like a PS2 machine. Because it's near perfect PS2, as perfect as we can get with emulation as of today. The control layout is great for it. Of course, you got your two sticks on down here like a PlayStation controller, D-pad up top, which is the proper way if you're doing anything, I'd say, in the PS2 and before era. That's my opinion anyways. But yeah, it's perfect for that, and good spacing for everything too, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's nice and easy to reach. I think this is one they thought about a bit, and they tend to, you know, but we've just come such a long way, man, since when we started our channels, you know, we were in RP2 era, and I mean, look, this had this old IPS display, which isn't not too bad, but I mean, wow. Right. And back then
we've come a long way in a very short amount of time.
You know, it's
non-touch, right?
Non-touch. This is from 2020. Non-touch Android, and this was one where everything was clicky. We had a stick up top for some reason. You couldn't actually click in on those, and it was starting to come together though, and we could barely play good N64 on this.
Yeah.
And now,
but that's how I got my start, was that original RP2.
I mean, same here. That's what inspired me to do this whole YouTube thing. And
I mean, I remember opening that thing up and upgrading it to the 2S, swapping out the motherboard. That was wow.
Yeah.
That was feels like forever ago. Yeah.
You know who else remembers?
Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah. Could I just give a shout out to my wife and kid that came down here and brought me dunks?
Brought you dunk?
Nice.
They brought me a strawberry. They brought me a strawberry refresher.
Oh, nice.
In the middle of the live stream.
It's important to stay refreshed. You got to stay refreshed, Mike.
Oh, I'm refreshed.
I had acupuncture and a chiropractor appointment right before coming here, so I'm chill. I feel very chill.
Look at this screen.
Did that scale correctly?
Yeah. Genshin's a game that will scale correctly. Yep, and also has full controller support. So, a lot of people are actually surprised because they finally added it to Android. Like years later, I want to say.
It was last year.
Yeah, it was very recent,
not that long ago.
Yeah, I haven't tweaked any settings. I'm sure this could probably run 60 if we change it to like low settings. I think this is medium settings out of the box. But the screen is just awesome. Come on, camera.
The only other 4x3 handheld that really fits my palm really naturally is, again, this Pocket Air Mini. And it's the only I even own anymore. But in my mind, it's the only one I really need to, because it's just sub $100.
It does feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there are, of course, multiple shortcomings on this, not least of which is the freaking ghosting you have on this, which I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a preview.
I was going to say, I know
the Mangmi Air Y and Air Y Pro. We'll be unboxing this on stream probably tomorrow, is my guess, is the next time I can stream. I wish I could do it today for you all and do like a double stream, but I got to pick up the kiddo on dad duty. So we'll look at this tomorrow, but this has apparently the same screen as the Pocket Air Mini. So does this also have the ghosting? We'll see. Not a concern at all, of course, for the Retroid here, because we got this OLED panel without any ghosting issues. So yeah, that'll be interesting. That was a big problem on this.
Yeah. I will. One other thing to add about the OLED screen, and something I failed to realize when I was doing my testing. I did a bunch of PWM flickering testing, and one of the things I noticed but didn't really pay attention to was that the PWM flickering, when you use a high-speed camera, it'll show black bars, right? And on the Steam Deck and on the Retroid Pocket 6 and all the other ones I was using in examples, they're all going left to right or right to left, all those bars.
Yeah.
But on this one, it's going top to bottom. And I noticed it, but I didn't analyze it, in my head. But then I realized it's because this is a native landscape display. And all the other ones that we're used to playing are portrait displays, they're old phone displays that are then rotated in the firmware or software to basically get it to look the way it does, right?
And this is custom built.
Right. And so this was custom built with landscape in mind. And there are other screens, like the Legion Go 2 screen is custom landscape, like the MSI Claw one is native landscape. It's great for PCs, but there's hardly any of these little guys. And the great thing about that is that it's going to help with emulation. And help with shaders, so it doesn't have to deal with any of that jittering and stuff Hugo Vibes just mentioned, right? And then also input delay. Right? Because it's not going to take that extra second to rotate everything. And so that means that's why the input delay is so good on this thing. It's because it doesn't have to deal with any of that scaling issues and stuff. So again, just another benefit of this display beyond the fact that it looks good.
Yeah, it's probably the coolest display I've seen in any of these handhelds, in years, because the last huge one was the Portal, the Odin Portal screen, which we've seen a number of times now. And this is kind of the next one that is just blowing my mind so far. Oh my God, it looks good. Pocket test. Yeah, we can look at that too. Here you go. I'm not going to get on the skateboard this time. That was embarrassing. kind of catches my
snag.
But no, because you got sticks.
We can't hear what he's saying, but he's probably saying
these sticks come off.
Yes,
you can put on lower profile to deal with that. But yeah.
Yeah, let's just pull off the sticks every time we put in our pocket. That sounds practical.
Like Stubbs, where have you been the past 2 years?
And if you're talking trash, I can't hear it.
We most certainly were.
I wasn't.
Good. So it pockets. Yes, it pockets.
He was in his mind, though.
Oh, good. You know what I like about the sticks, too, is slight ridging around it. It's just a nice little added touch.
It's the same as the Thor and the RP6.
Yeah. Which are good sticks. And there's Medal of Honor. I think PS2 is going to be my main thing I'm going to be doing on this for a couple days here. And I'm going to try out that new emulator, the ARMS.
Yeah, give it a try, man.
And let's see.
I mean, they're updating it like literally sometimes twice a day. Like it's crazy.
That's what Andrew was
right
saying,
now
too.
It's in a really good spot. Yeah, I've been hesitant to cover it just because it's moving so quickly. But at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to actually show this one off.
Why is R1 the shoot button back in the PS2 days? Come so far.
That's how it is. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the same thing with like Red Faction too. Yeah.
Remap that business. Cool. All right, guys. Well, let's start to kind of wrap up here. You know, obviously, you want to see probably a lot more testing and a lot more games, and there are multiple things on the way for you to enjoy some more content from us. Check out, of course, Team Retrogue, Russ Retro Game Core here, and Rob the Retro Tech Dad, as well as Zoo from Zoo Reviews. If he doesn't get his retail unit early, because I asked for his retail unit to be shipped for review purposes early, if that doesn't happen, I'll just mail him my unit here so we can get going on that. But yeah, so stay tuned in our channel for more. And this is one we're going to be talking about for a while, so there'll be no shortage of us telling you our thoughts on all the systems and how they're doing. Wii U is another one I'd love to take some time to look at. More of the dual screen accessory, which Mike has going here. One of you guys I just saw. Oh, Mike.
Yeah, it was Mike.
Yep.
We lost Mike. So, Rob, do you have a Retroid Pocket Gen 1 sitting there?
I do.
You madman.
Well, you brought out the RP2.
You're taking it back to 202019. I didn't think we were going to
I had to bring it out. I mean, you brought out RP2. I'm like, let's go way back. I mean, this is kind of where it all started for me getting into this hobby again.
Yeah. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah. That thing was boxy and awful. I did not like that handheld at all.
I beat the Minish cap on this device, and it was pretty awkward.
You did?
L and R went over here, or somewhere here.
I like that. You know,
nothing on the back.
Everybody has to get their start somewhere, and
Yep.
for its day, for its time, it was a nice option. You could play like up to Dreamcast on it, and had this kind of cool built-in.
It was cool. It was so cool.
Easy
because there was like a gap.
End.
They're like the last wave was like JXD and the Shield and all that stuff, and then there was a few years kind of a gap of like not a whole lot happening. And then I saw this new wave of stuff like this
Retroid
Pocket, and I was like, whoa, we're going back into this again. It
right.
Never stopped from that point on.
Yeah, and then it's just been iterating. Every company and more entering the game all the time. Some we wish maybe wouldn't. We don't need.
So I cheated a little here.
Too many,
it
but
says
the 2
RP2,
Plus,
but this is the 2 Plus.
That's the 2 Plus with the upgrade kit. Yeah, the 2 Plus was great. You could do the touch screen for the first time, which was cool, and then the RP2S came after that, which was my end game.
Sucks today.
4x3 for a while before 476H, and now this is now so far taking top spot. How can you say no to that freaking OLED? And beyond that, it happens to nail
can't believe this is
everything else.
Now.
Yeah,
this is incredible. The type of panel we're getting, the size, the power. I mean, And you know me, I love powerful devices in a small form factor.
Yep.
So this is going to be a lot of fun for me, especially like just exploring like PC gaming and seeing what works, what doesn't work in terms of the 4:3 aspect ratio.
Honestly,
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this.
And honestly, just for SNES, Game Boy, NES with shaders and everything you want on that, I mean, God, the controls feel good.
Mm-hmm.
The D-pad pivot feels especially satisfying. And because this one doesn't have those sharp corner issues. And also, hey, Clef, how's it going, man? Can't wait for your content as well if you happen to cover this. But yeah, this is very satisfying controls just to press and use, almost as a fidget toy, even if I'm not playing a game, really. And you have some air venting here, which is nice. Yes, this 8 Gen 2 chip does get a bit warm, so I've kept the fan off for most of the stream. And yeah, it's been getting a little bit warm, but not even hot enough for me to want to get out the heat gun there, because...
No, and I think with the quiet fan option or using the smart fan option, I think you'll be fine.
You'll be okay.
I don't think... I haven't noticed temperatures, at least, based on what Game Hub was telling me, above 80 degrees Celsius, I want to say, which is fine. That's solid.
Like here, I'm playing a 3DS game right now, and I haven't even heard the fan kick on.
So how's 3DS on there?
That looks so good. Wow.
Yeah. I'm at a 3x resolution.
Are you noticing any latency between top screen, bottom screen?
None.
That's great. One good one to test for DS anyways is that Sonic... What was that Sonic game? Sonic Rush?
Oh, it's Sonic Rush. Yeah.
That's like the easiest, quick how-to.
Yeah, but even then, like the screen is movable, so you can just kind of tweak it until it's in the right place.
For sure. Mm-hmm. It does look nice with the dual screen. That's one I'm going to have to play with as well. Good. People are wondering, when is our final review for this? I don't know. As soon as I can get one in Zoo's hand, pretty much. And I'm going to share my kind of final thoughts on the podcast. Although this might be one that is worth honestly doing another stream on like this and just doing like gameplay showcase or something. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. Russ, you do your final review usually a few weeks out?
Yeah, I'm gonna it'll probably take me about a week maybe from today. So I'm just like planning it internally, maybe next Thursday kind of thing. I definitely want it done before it starts shipping on the 30th is kind of my plan.
Yeah, so shipping does start on the 30th, everybody. So that's good to be aware as well. So if you're ordering and you're anxious, yours will be here in not too long here. And stay tuned for Russ's final review there. Rob, do you have a timeline on yours sometime this week?
Sometime next week, yeah.
Nice,
yeah.
Next week, okay.
I have a video going out tomorrow, and then this is pretty much going to be my main thing that I'm working on.
And USB-C port for dual screen, it's not really off center. You can line it up pretty well. I know that my sloppy job earlier wasn't perfect, but let me try again.
Yeah, the only issue for me with this dual screen setup is that because the handheld is relatively small, like that hinge on the back is like it takes up so much space in the back, so it feels a little bit cramped as you're holding it.
Yeah, let me.
I find holding
like that,
having the second screen on actually helps with the ergo a little bit because now my hands have somewhere to go.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
You're blocking a little bit of the air vent, but that's about it. I mean, you're blocking access to the SD card, and then the power button.
This is going to drive me crazy because this should be a power button right here.
It should be. I know.
If they put the power button there, then there would be no issue with the fact that it's blocking stuff right there.
So here it is. I believe perfectly centered anyways, as close as I can get to perfect. Yeah, when it's closed, I mean, this looks a lot better than it did on the RP Mini or the RP5 in my personal opinion. And it's probably the best weight setup, but yeah, your fingers are gonna bump up against this clip here, like Russ was saying. That's kind of the only thing.
I think I have tiny hands. I
like that.
So for me, it's a non-issue.
I still won't use the dual screen often. It's just I don't like adding on accessories like that too much. But it looks like
it's still really cool though, just because
cool,
we get that 4:3 bottom screen, and then again, like it will be perfectly lined up if you're doing just regular DS, and then obviously 3DS you'll have the widescreen. But yeah, this is still a really cool option to have.
This is a great question too. Look at this. And sorry, Mike, cut you off, but I'm just wondering real quick, Poncho, is the Nova Plus accessory heavier than the Thor? Excellent question.
Oh, yeah, that is a good question.
Let's find out.
But I mean, I would say the only argument for the second screen while you're weighing that is
412 versus
not everybody is going to have a Thor and an RP Nova. Some people are going to just pick their one and done device. So if they pick the RP Nova and they want a second screen, at least they have an option without having to buy a second device.
For sure, man. And so 377 grams on the Thor, and we got 412. So slightly heavier with the Nova, anyways.
But pretty close. That's
pretty
that's not,
close.
Not wild. That's not wild. Yeah.
Crazy, you know. The Thor with the grip, which I usually have on it from this JC Studios, that's going to probably go over. Yeah, so now we're at 472. And that's how I usually play it with this grip. So we actually are lighter without grip on this anyways. Cool.
Yeah, the big benefit of the Nova is that you can weigh it without the dual screen attachment on it, right? Because that's going to be the majority of your gameplay is just playing it like this. And the Thor will never get this light, you know, and that's the other thing to think about too.
Yeah. Do you guys have a mini V2 on you by chance? I don't have one.
I don't. I only kept my V1, which I don't think
it's
I'll
in the
have.
other
I love this one.
V1 is what we can do.
Let me see if I brought it down.
Yeah, I mean, but you can see.
Yeah, let's take a look. You can use side by side.
This is all screen, you know? So,
yeah.
Now, I will say this has always been very comfy for me, and that's because of the bump on the bottom right there. And so I'm hoping that bump back that they're including with all pre-orders will help with that issue as well. But again, if you want just something that's super flat and compact, I mean, this is nice too, as just, you know, some people won't mind it this way, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we got our start with these candy bar style devices.
We did.
Some people like it.
This is probably the...
Yeah, this really is endgame so far. Again, we're in first look territory. We're not final review, meaning we might find some stuff. But as of now, this really seems like endgame.
I think many people will buy the Nova, and you probably won't see them again. I just, you know, there's the reality of that.
There is that you
really solid option. Yeah.
As we're starting to get further in the hobby, you are seeing some people drop off because they're very satisfied with the Odin 3 or whatever it might be. Those endgame devices are starting to show up now, where all we're doing is iterating on software. Like that's it, like making emulators better and better. So
yeah,
hardware, we're beyond endgame really for Android. I mean,
and I mean, like really now that we've kind of perfected the whole 4.3, you know, candy bar style, where do you go from here? You know, more power, maybe higher resolution panels, things like that. But
you guys know it's color
for most
options.
people, this is going to be something they can hold on to for a couple of years and just be happy with it, you know?
Yeah, and for those of us who've owned Retroids for many years, I mean, hell, I've had my RP2 since, again, 2020. So going on, almost 7 years here. Retroid handhelds are ones that do hold up well over time, traditionally. Both AYN and Retroid handhelds, which makes sense. They're sharing similar components and all that, same company in a way.
Now this
same
is just
building anyways.
Strictly based on my own experience. I have devices, as you can see, very old, going back some early devices. I've never had a spicy pillow with Retroid.
Never with Retroid.
No,
never with Retroid.
Neither.
I've also, I mean, sometimes the batteries will go very flat and you kind of need to do that trickle charge, but other than that, I mean, the batteries are still working in all my old Retroids that I have. And there's a reason why I've kept all of them, because I can still trust that it will charge and turn on.
So as we look towards what's coming next, and people want to buy this or wait for what's next, because there is a Flip 3 in development, early days. But do you think that it could be a Nova here, like with the dual screen setup, but just as an all-in-one clamshell, basically a 4x3 Nova clamshell like Jordan mentioned? Or do you think it might be something else? Like a widescreen top and this screen on the bottom, or
I have to officially say no comment. Sorry.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking for inside baseball on it. I'm just asking for speculation. But so you recently went to China and saw Retroid at their headquarters.
I'm in a very weird spot right now where I have like insider baseball on things. It's all going away very soon. Like I won't have new stuff, but they did show me. They're like, hey, here's like all the stuff. I'm like, don't show me that. Spoilers, you know. But I mean, I will just say that they made this beautiful screen. They spent all this money on it. They're not going to keep that to one handheld.
I didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
That makes sense. I think we all kind of expect that. Yeah, maybe a new classic. Dual screen device, who knows, right?
Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, I would not be opposed to a Flip with just one screen and have it be 4x3.
we've been arguing about this on the podcast, going back and forth. Do we want a Flip 3 that's like the Flip 2, but with the mortgage screen, or do we want one that's like just like a DS where it's two 4x3s, or do you want it like a Thor style where so
right, or just like a clamshell classic, like a
maybe
GBA SP kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like that might be
cool.
Too
clamshell big, this, maybe.
Yeah,
that would be cool. If
there's a lot of options.
I can't say they did not show that to me or anything, so that's not a thing that we talked about really. But
I'd be okay if they did both options. Give us one with the mortgage screen twice, and give us one with the widescreen, classic dual screen that they have here on top, 16:9 on top, 4:3 on bottom. That would be rad.
Yes, someone in Discord said that whatever the Flip 3 is, it's gonna just break the internet. They look at the hype around the Nova?
I know, right? And do they read super chats? No, we don't. We've never read a chat on screen. That'd be insane. If we read your comments on this screen? No. Okay, my guys, I gotta run here, so we're gonna go ahead and end this whole stream with you. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Mike, check out at Team Retrog. We got Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, at Retro Tech Dad, and Russ, of course, at Retro Game Core. Stay tuned on their channels for more content, as well as right here at Retro Handhelds. We got Zoo from Zoo Reviews in our following coverage. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you enjoy what we're doing here. For more, we are doing this multiple times per week. Thank you to our subscribers, our supporters, our patrons. You guys are amazing. You make everything possible for us around here. And join us again on... what is it going to be? Either tomorrow or Saturday, we'll do that Mengme Airwise stream. So we'll look at that, and we're going to do a giveaway of the Mengme Pocket Max at the same time. So earn yourself a new toy and get some thoughts. But until the next, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Mr. Mike, Rob, and Russ, producer Sony, and you all saying take care of those gosh darn handhelds and take care of each other. We'll be back very shortly with much more on the Retroid Pocket Nova. And if you want to order yours, don't forget, it is on the website. Links in the description, and they're shipping July 30th. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.